What we're in the middle of is a paradigm shift. And no one, I think, can illustrate this better than Chris Rock, a comedian that is near and dear to my heart, man. I mean, this guy, hilarious, poignant, and very insightful before the Obama presidency. During the Obama presidency, much like a lot of the entertainment class, and I call Obama the entertainer in chief all the time, got so wrapped up in this, victim mindset, this victim narrative that past Obama is now done. It's over. You got to cut that out. You got to revamp. You got to see things from a different angle. This is coming to us from Fox 5. Chris Rock, Obama presidency marked progress for white people, not black people. This is written by Brian Flood. And off top, no, it was progress for rich people, the wealthy and well-to-do, and it's more socioeconomic than skin color. Let's hear what the man has to say. Famed comedian Chris Rock said that President Obama's tenure was progress for white people, but not black people. Obama becoming the president, it's progress for white people. It's not progress for black people, Rock told the New York Times during a wide-ranging interview to promote his upcoming FX series Fargo that was published Wednesday. He went to the New York Times. We know where they stand on things, right? It's about propping up that the skin color, the Crayola cabal, as opposed to looking at it from a far more nuanced perspective. Because in urban spaces, right, the poverty rate tripled in a lot of places, including my own hometown. And so that was all during Obama's tenure. But, first black president, nobody wants to say anything, nobody wants to point that out. It's the Jackie Robinson thing. It's written like he broke a barrier, as if there weren't black people that could play before him, Rock continued. And that's how white people have learned about racism. They think when these people work hard enough, they'll be like Jackie. I don't think that's an apt comparison. I mean, to an extent, like, yeah, were there people who could have done the job, the black people who could have done the job before him? Yeah, true enough, but it did take a certain level of charisma, charm, and having the entire media just look. The man received a Nobel Peace Prize, which the Nobel Committee turned around and was like, oh yeah, we kind of gave it to him a little too early because of what it was supposed to represent. It was supposed to represent this graduation of sorts for the United States, when in reality, as far as the Crayola angle of this nation, it's exacerbated things. Rock said the real narrative should be that these people, the black people, are being abused by a group of people that are mentally handicapped. Are you serious, Chris Rock? Are you serious? Let me tell you something. Those who the Soroses and the Koch brothers of the world, the ones with the real bread to do as they please. I'm not gonna call them mentally handicapped, my guy. Okay. Like they're playing chess while the rest of us plebs are playing checkers, and we're trying to get them past their mental handicaps to see that all people are equal. He said, maybe it's just my experience, I guess, but I've been treated rather well by all different shades, okay? And just because a shade doesn't treat me well, I'm not going to sit there and put that on the entire shade. The comic legend added that humanity isn't progress and should be expected. You guys saw the Mozambique video that I did, right? It's only progress for the person that's taking your humanity. If a woman's in an abusive relationship and her husband stops beating her, you wouldn't say she's made progress, right? But that's what we do with black people. We're consistently told that we're making progress, Rock said. The relationship we're in, the arranged marriage we're in, it's that we're getting beat less, says a multimillionaire. You hear Kanye come out talking about, oh yeah, the music industry is slavery, bruh. I'm sorry, but you are well compensated. You are far too well compensated to come out on this hypocrisy. All right, like cut it the fuck out. You knew what you was signing up when you signed up for it. So miss me with all of this, where we're getting beat less. Oh my goodness, Chris, come on, man. Come on. Rock also blasted House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats for prioritizing impeachment earlier this year, accusing them of letting the CV into the country as they attempted to oust President Trump, who he likened to a 5-year-old. I think you got that wrong on it because of all the things. I mean, like I've said in previous videos, Trump has been the adult in the room. It is the Democratic Party and the Pelosi's and the Schumers of the world that have been acting like petulant children. Rock recalled talking points with comedy colleague Dave Chappelle, knocking President Trump by comparing him to a landlord and explaining we're in the predicament because no one has less compassion for humans than a landlord. The landlord has a business to run. He then linked the president to the 1987 film The Last Empire, which he noted features a child ruler. So does Tropic Thunder. Did you ever see that movie, The Last Emperor, where like a 5-year-old is the emperor of China? Rock explained. Is that really all we got to intellectually add movies that we've seen? Okay, sure. There's a kid, and he's the king. So I'm like, it's all Democrats' fault because you knew that the emperor was 5 years old. And when the emperor's 5 years old, they only lead in theory. That's usually an adult who's like, okay, this is what we're really going to do. And it was totally up to Pelosi and the Democrats. Their thing was, we're going to get him impeached, which was never going to happen. You let the pandemic come in. Yes, we can blame Trump, but he's really the 5-year-old. That is such condescension. That's such condescension, Chris. See, the reason I can't take a jovial, I guess, angle at this article or this video is because I take no joy in this. I don't like that Chris Rock is just has become what he's basically probably always been, a Holly weirdo. But there at one point seemed to be some type of grounding in reality, and once again they just you're breaking my heart. He continued, put it this way, Republicans tell outright lies. Democrats leave out key pieces of the truth that would lead to a more nuanced argument. In a sense, it's all fake news. Rock also explained why he observed recent civil rights protests but didn't partake in them himself. We're in the middle of a pandemic, man, and I know people who have absolutely passed from it. Okay, yeah, comorbidities, my guy. Rock told the Times, I'm like, dude, this CV thing is real, so I'm gonna be scared. Okay, this is like the third time she pops up in the she pops up in this article, and yeah, she fine as hell, yo, for real. She's very attractive. Okay. Later in the interview, the outspoken Rock told the Times why he feels people who count on friends for a long-term solution to loneliness are idiots. I've never met an elderly person that was cared for by their friends, or every elderly person I know that's got any trouble is cared for by a spouse or a child, he said. Sometimes they have like 5 friends, but only one helps. Where are your friends? Your friends are probably not going to be there when it really counts. When my dad was dying in the hospital, where were his friends? My grandmother, where were her friends? Don't get me wrong. You get sick in your 20s, your friends will come to the hospital. It's an adventure. You get sick in your 60s, they farm it out. Really, like a 4th time with this chick? I mean, yeah, is she bad? I'm just saying. like yeah, so this is it's a little sad. Like seriously, it was like 4 times with 4. Yeah, that's 4. I counted it up properly. It's like 4 times with that chick. Once again, let's for a second. I mean, she fine as hell. She got a Maya thing going on right there, and I'm pretty sure that you can look at her stomach and tell that that's been airbrushed. But either ways, attractive woman. Chris Rock, my guy. Deal is that, like I said in the beginning of this video, there has been a paradigm shift. The victim card is off the table. Oh my goodness, poor black people, da 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 da. Like poor and black are not synonymous anymore. You can't switch the two terms out. We saw what happened when Joe Biden tried to do that, you know? He was like, the black kids are just as good as the rich kids. Like, whoa. Because there are plenty of quote unquote African Americans. Because also when you talk about black, it's such a large spectrum, right? You got all these different not everybody's a descendant. Not everybody's a descendant. I don't even know if Chris Rock is a descendant. I assume that he is, and it's frustrating to see, a comedic genius like all of these comedians and all of these people who we really held in high esteem, them just be broken, man. The Trump presidency has broken all American celebrity, and this is no different. Right? I mean, you're trying to maneuver it a little bit a little bit more delicately than many of your counterparts, but yeah, it's just not working, guy. But you may disagree. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it, like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. And you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I mean, I love Chris Rock. I think he is an amazing and insanely talented, hilarious. Has made me laugh more times than I can even recount. But like since Obama left office, it has been nothing, particularly from the Hollywood weirdos. It has been nothing but doom and gloom, man. I mean, but he's on point in a couple of portions of his video of the interview, but it's not the same. It really isn't. But you may disagree, and that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.